Okay, this time naman, we have to solve rational inequality. So, how are we going to deal with it? Ang pinaka-rule sa rational inequality, dapat daw ma-express mo yung given inequality in a single uh, form ng inequality. Ibig sabihin, yung nasa right side mo dapat zero bago ka mag-deal sa inequality. So, pag ganito, kapag hindi zero yung nasa right side, no? Di ba may value yan. So you have to transpose this on the other side para maging zero lang yung nasa right side. Then saka mo siya isosolve. Okay? So yun yung unang step. So in this case, you have given x plus 3 over x minus 2 less than or equal to 2. So, dapat ang sabi natin, first step, you have to consider na zero yan kasi express mo siya as single rational inequality. So, you have to transpose this here. So, magiging x plus 3 all over x minus 2. And then, minus 2 less than or equal to 0 na kasi nilipat na natin siya dito. Okay? And then, from here, kailangan masolve natin to as a single rational side, yung right side, no? Rational expression. So, kailangan ma-simplify natin to in a single rational expression, yung nasa left side. So, para ma-express siya as single, kailangan i-simplify natin to. Meaning, we have to solve for the LCD. So, in this case, eto, di ba, over 1 yan. So, pag sinabi nating LCD, yung least common denominator, kung ano yung nag-a-appear sa denominator, that will be the LCD. So, in this case, kapag pinag-times mo to, x minus 2 din. So, in short, x minus 2 yung LCD natin, and then, we will do the process of simplifying the numerator. So, ito, i-divide mo dito. So, 1. Ita-times mo dito. Ganun yung process natin. Divide, times. So, ganun pa din. Kasi pag divide natin to, 1 pa din yung sagot. Pag tinimes natin, ito pa rin yung magiging sagot. So, just copy x plus 3. And then, minus. So, we have to copy yung 2. Ito, pag dinivide mo yan sa 1, ito pa rin yung magiging sagot. So, x minus 2 divided by 1 is still x minus 2 and then times 2. So, ayun yung 2. Ita-times lang natin sa x minus 2. Yan. Ibig sabihin, kapag 1 yung denominator mo, pwede mo namang i-shortcut. Eto, i-times mo na lang doon. Eto na yun. 2 times x minus 2. So, less than equal to 0. And then, this time, we have to simplify the numerator. To, i-distribute mo din. So, copy muna x plus 3. And then, kasama dapat yung sign. So, we have negative 2x. Kasi nga, negative 2 times x. So, we have negative 2x. Negative 2 times negative 2 magiging positive 4. And then, over x minus 2 less than equal to 0. So, eto, combining like terms sa numerator natin, may x tayo dito, tapos may negative 2x tayo doon since they don't have the same sign, so ma-minus natin yung coefficient. So, 2 minus 1 is 1x or just simply x. Pero mas malaki yung 2, kaya negative x yung sagot natin. And then 3 plus 4, 7. And then over x minus 2, less than or equal to 0. Now, pansin nyo, eto, naka-single rational inequality na siya no, sa left side or expression. Pag nakaganyang form na siya, diyan na natin i-identify yung tinatawag na critical values. Kasi ito yung magiging guide natin in order to identify the solution. No? So, yung critical values. Paano natin kinukuha yung critical values? Yung numerator, i-equate natin yan sa 0. Kumbaga, susolve natin yung x. No? So, lipat mo to dito para maging, kasi dapat you have to consider that x is always positive. So, ito na lang lipat natin dun. So, magiging 7 equals to x. Since we have commutative property naman yan, we can say that x is 7. So, ito yung isang critical value. The other one, yung denominator din, equate din natin sa 0. Kasi both numerator and denominator, bali yun yung kukuhanan mo ng critical values. So, magiging x is equal to, pag nilipat mo ulit, since negative yan, magiging positive. So, meron na tayong critical values. Etong critical values na to, ay ipa-plot natin sa sa ating line graph, no? So, draw tayo ng line graph. Kasi eto bali yung magiging guide natin to identify the solution. Yan. So, 2 at saka 7. So, take note, pag nasa number line tayo, mas lesser na sa left side. So, mag-approximate lang tayo ng area. Yung greater number naman nasa right side. So, laging ganun. So, kung may negative tayo, nandito siya sa left side banda. Pag positive, nasa right side. Diba sa number line, 0 yung gitna. And then you have, eto hindi na ako naglagay ng 0 since parehong positive yung critical values natin. Okay? So, meron na tayong area para malaman kung ano yung ating solution, no? Yung negative infinity to positive 2. So, ito yung isang solution natin. Pangalawang solution natin, yung range from 2 to 7. And then yung pangatlo natin, from 7 to positive infinity. So, ayan yung pangatlong area. So, we have to test kung aling sa area na yan yung kasama sa solution. So, magto-true or false solution tayo. Okay? So, una muna, iti-test natin kung kasama ba yung 2 at saka 7 sa solution set. So, magli-let tayo. Let's say, x is equal to 2. Iti-test natin siya. Saan natin iti-test? Siyempre, dito sa given. No? So, yung given natin, x plus 3 over x minus 2 less than or equal to 2. Sa substitute, kumbaga sa substitute natin, you will find out kung true or false. Pag true, included to. Pag false, hindi. So, substitute natin yan sa x. So, magiging 2 plus 3 over 2 minus 2. Dito pa lang we have 5 over 0. Eh, di ba alam natin kapag 0 yung denominator, what will happen? This is already undefined. So, ibig sabihin, pag undefined siya, false na kaagad to. No, kasi hindi natin ma-identify. So, false yan. Ibig sabihin, yung 2 na yan, hindi kasama sa solution set. So, ano magiging marking natin? You still remember, pag nagdi-discuss tayo ng included at saka excluded, pag included, we have to draw a circle na isi-shade natin. Pero this time, kasi false siya. So, pag false, implied yun na hindi kasama yung 2. So, ibig sabihin, excluded yung 2. So, we need to draw an open circle indicating that 2 is not included. Kumbaga, si 2 hindi kasama kasi false siya. Okay? So, what about if x is 7 naman? Kasi ito itetest natin. So, ganun din. Gagamitin natin yung original na given. Sa-substitute natin yung 7. So, magiging 7 plus 3 all over 7 minus 2 less than or equal to 2. So, eto, 10 over, kasi 7 plus 3,